To the Batcave. This is Chip Roach, and I am reviewing the 1966 masterpiece, The Batman movie, starring the great Adam West as Batman.
Still don't know who that is.
The very mediocre Robin, played by Burt Ward, the great Cesar Romero, who plays the Joker, the great Burgess Meredith, that plays the Penguin, the okay Frank Gorshin, that plays the Riddler, and Lee Merriweather, which plays a good Catwoman. She's just not one of my favorites. I wish they would have put in King Tut. So anyways, you also do have Alfred, played by Alan Napier. Neil Hamilton plays Commissioner Gordon. And the premise of this movie is, and by the way, this movie's a comedy, which means you laugh at it. It's a spoof. It's made to be fun. It's made to be funny. So comic book readers who don't like this movie, lighten up. It's a comedy. Have fun with it instead of being serious about your precious Batman. It's fine. You will get over it. This was an enjoyable movie. The premise here is, as usual, the Riddler, the Joker, the Penguin, and Catwoman are combined together. Now this is what makes the movie pretty cool, is they all have different personalities, which in the Schumacher movies with Batman Forever, Two-Face and the Riddler had the same personality, and it was annoying, and it didn't work. With this movie, they argue. They have little confrontations, but they do work together. Because their main thing is to get rid of Batman and Robin and take over the world.
Yeah.
I don't blame them. So what they really do is they found a way to dehydrate people. I believe the Penguin came up with that, and he has a submarine in the shape of a penguin.
Shocker.
Which, in my opinion, is pretty cool. So the opening scene, which is great, by the way.
You want to know my favorite scene of this movie? Batman getting bit by a shark.
That is funny, and that's one of the opening scenes. But what I found funny was at the opening, it shows them in the Batcopter. And the police officers have their hands over their hearts as the helicopter's going up in the air. I found that kind of funny. But yes, the opening scene, there's a mirage. There's a yacht that just disappears, and Batman goes down in the water. And now I will show the first picture. Here is Batman, and yes, he has a shark on his leg, and it's dangling. And yes, he's punching it. But it's okay. He will be fine. Because he has shark repellent on that helicopter. And Robin tosses it down to him, so his leg gets free by the shark. So don't worry, folks, Batman is okay. Once again, played by the very talented Adam West.
Again, I have no idea who that is.
Because he played this part so well, he wasn't really, that kind of cursed him in a way. Because he couldn't get any parts after this until he went to Family Guy. And he played Mayor West in Family Guy.
Wait, he put Adam West play Adam West in that?
Yes, he did.
That's not weird at all. Okay.
It worked.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I got the three villains. This is obviously the Riddler to your right, the Joker is in the middle, and the Penguin is on the left.
Obviously.
And he just got done, well, I don't know. And he just got done shocking them to try to make everybody laugh. And Catwoman is in the background. They are all together, but I couldn't get the four of them. So I just got my three favorite ones. The Riddler I can kind of do without, but you get the point. The Joker and Penguin are just great in this. They make me laugh the whole time. And I will be going over the Microwave Society review of this movie after I am done showing all my clips.
What is the Microwave Society?
There are three idiots that talked about this movie. Well, probably just gave it away, but that's fine. You get my point. Well, I will say how they reviewed the movie at the end of this. And here is where they are planning to take over the world and go to the United World that is in Gotham City. Of all the places to go, the world gets together in Gotham City, one of the most corrupt cities in the United States. Okay, moving on to the next picture. And this is the Batcave. And this is where they are now putting the pieces together when they find out that the picture that Burt Ward took, Robin, took a picture of the yacht that they saw. It is just water. So the whole yacht thing was an illusion, and it's being held captive somewhere else. So now Batman and Robin here figure out that Catwoman, the Riddler, the Joker, and the Penguin are all behind it.
How does all of them have a thought in front of it except for Catwoman?
I don't know. I didn't write the comic books. You're gonna get them mad.
Oh well. I don't do comics.
I don't either, and that's why people are really gonna get mad at this because I'm showing the 1966 Batman, which is a sin in the comic book world.
That's fine.
Next picture. Okay, more explanations to people that don't know anything. This is hilarious. This is the Penguin submarine. If you notice, it isn't CG. Everything in this movie is a set. And these sets are expensive. People were complaining, why didn't they do a bigger budget? This movie cost $1,300,000. Crap.
1,300,000.
Yes. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why is there a deck on top of a submarine?
It is brilliant Penguin engineering.
You're not supposed to have a deck on a submarine.
He made it work. The great Penguin made this work. It is a cleverly crafted vehicle. And the Penguin made it work. And this made me laugh. This is great. There is no CG in 1966. This makes...
What does CG mean?
I believe it's computer generated.
Oh.
I think that's what it's CGI.
I'm still confused on why there's a deck on a submarine when submarine ain't supposed to have decks, but okay.
Don't be confused. Just laugh at it. This is a spoof. This is
ha ha ha.
That's the whole premise here. If you're taking that seriously, there's something wrong.
I take everything seriously. You should know this by now, since you are marrying me.
Yes. But the point is, this movie was very expensive, especially for 1966. Just throwing it out there for people to think that this was a small budget. It wasn't. Next picture. This is the Batboat, and what happened with the last scene was the Penguin submarine had torpedoes on it. And the battery that was blocking the torpedoes ended up, the battery died. So how did they get saved? A wonderful dolphin got in the way of the torpedo, and unfortunately, I would like to say the dolphin survived, but it became penguin food. So Batman and Robin were saved by a dolphin that got in the way of the torpedo. Don't worry, they did not show it. No dolphin was harmed. They just told us what happened. Adam West would never let that happen. He's an honorable Batman. He's not like Ben Affleck. Next picture.
Well, with Ben Affleck, Batman.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
He was Batman in the newer Justice League and in Batman versus Superman.
That explains why I never wanted to watch it.
Yeah, Ben Affleck. Very, very boring Batman. Here is the very reliable admiral that sold a atomic submarine to Penguin. I really hope the United States doesn't operate like this, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. They would do something like this. They would sell an atomic submarine to some schmo that lives in a dungeon and is a main criminal. That wouldn't surprise me at all. And just before he took this phone call, him and his colleague were playing games. I mean, this is funny. Don't get me wrong, it's a comedy. But the sad thing is, I could actually see our service people acting like this. And I shouldn't be saying this on camera, but it's true. I really could see this.
You forgot to call him a clown. That sold a submarine to the Penguin.
Okay, I'm sorry. Clown Admiral.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He probably did grow up at the circus.
I hate you.
Next picture.
Very ugly car, by the way.
I did forget to show the Batmobile. This is the 1966 Batmobile. And in my opinion, it is great.
I just said it was ugly, but okay.
Yes, but I think this is great. It is a Cadillac. And it sold for a lot of money on auction. I forgot how much it went for, but it was a very expensive item. Next picture.
The toy?
No, the real one.
Oh.
Somebody actually bought that car.
They nut jobs. Yay, villains.
Now we have all 4 villains. It took a little while to get them all in one shot like this. Catwoman is showing the United World that they're planning on taking over. And Catwoman, without her costume, is trying to seduce Bruce Wayne. And her name is Miss Kitka. She's a reporter. And of course she wants to go after Bruce Wayne. He's got all the money. And I will show the next picture. Well, this just went right in line. And this is Miss Kitka trying to seduce Bruce Wayne. And she does a pretty good job. She has the accent. She's in his mansion. And yes, that is Adam West without the bat suit. And I will show you the next picture. Well, the Penguin, Riddler, and Joker go to capture Miss Kitka, who is of course Catwoman, and they're capturing Bruce Wayne. Probably holding him hostage and holding him ransom. So, I will show the next picture. This is the very long bomb scene. Batman gets the bomb, but he can't dispose of it. He goes to throw it over the water, somebody climbs up a ladder. He goes to dispose of it somewhere else, a band is there. And then he goes to put it over the water, but then there's a family of ducks. You don't want to disturb that. So yes, this is a very long bomb scene. Comic-Con dorks find this part nuts. It makes them angry. And again, this movie is made to make you laugh. I have to explain this over and over again so they can finally retain that information, because they don't ever seem to get it. And I cannot wait to do my review on the Microwave Society review, or I will call them the Microwave Dinner Club.
Okay, well, let's keep this going.
And this is the Joker. That's the dehydrating machine. And he is dehydrating and turning the people at the United World into like a dust, pretty much. This is really funny. He just zaps each person from Israel, Nigeria, Japan, West Germany. Yes, there was East and West Germany. Comic book folk don't read history books. They just read their comic books. So I have to explain that. And the USSR, which of course is the Soviet Union. I have to explain that too. They're too busy reading Spider-Man. I will show the next picture. This is the final picture here. I could not find, unfortunately, the flying umbrella, which was hilarious. And they bring back the people at the United World. Now, when they bring them back, now they already defeated the villains. I couldn't really show that. It was too hard to show. I would have to show a clip of that. But you have to see this movie yourself. You really have to check this out. So, now they brought back the people from the United World, and as usual, this is realistic. When they brought them back, they were all arguing. They should have just left them as dust. That's my only gripe to this movie. But, so anyways, the Microwave Society, which you might want to check that out, they did not really understand that this was a spoof. For some reason, they acted intelligent during their review, and they actually looked like idiots. The one guy with the long hair was making jokes about the bat repellent. It's a spoof. Microwave number 1 messed that up. His fat little friend made a comment about the guy at the air traffic control not wanting to be there. Who wants to direct airplanes? So that is Microwave number 2. And I don't even remember what Microwave number 3 said, but it wasn't anything intelligent. They had no idea that this was a spoof. They said it was campy, which, okay, this is 1966. It is a little bit. But I would like to add that Adam West was a very talented actor. But people don't read biographies or watch them, for that matter. He was actually got his start up in Westerns. He was a very talented actor, but he played Batman so well, he really didn't get work after this TV series and movie. And Burt Ward, I don't really know anything about him. But Burgess Meredith, he was successful. He was in the Rocky movies. He was in Grumpy Old Men. He was in Foul Play. I don't know too much about the Riddler and Lee Merriweather. But obviously Cesar Romero, I know he was in a lot of roles as well. So this movie, because it was a spoof, it was made to make people laugh. I give this a solid B+ to A-. This is a movie you should check out or buy. I highly recommend it. If you heard things about this movie and you're into comic books and they don't like this movie, you should just check it out for yourself and not worry about what the dorks on Reddit say about it. And don't watch the Microwave Society, because they are 3 morons that should not be doing stuff like this. Again, it's a comedy. It's supposed to...
Comedy is not a word.
Well, I'm making it a word. Comedy.
Comedy.
I know. So anyways, don't forget to comment. And if you like this movie, even if you disagree, I don't care. I'm not going to call the YouTube fun police because you swore at me or said something stupid. I would love it if the Microwave Society would come at me with their... I'm going to call them the Microwave Dinner Club. Stouffer's, Hungry Man, and Lean Cuisine. And again, this is the end of it. And don't forget to comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. And have a good morning.